What's going on, guys? NottiMoto here, your number one for all things moto. Today, we're reviewing the Sedici Strada 2. Now, this is a Cycle Gear and RevZilla exclusive. I do have my hands on one. We're gonna be going over its features. We're gonna check out its benefits, take a look at its specs, and at the very end, we're gonna either certify this guy with a Notti No or a Notti Go seal of approval. Y'all go ahead and stay with me. All right, guys, now this helmet coming at you from Sedici is gonna be for your beginner to intermediate rider with its standard tuck. You'll notice if I flip this shield perfectly perpendicular up and down, it has a really nice intermediate to standard tuck. That's gonna be great for your sport bike riders, sport nakeds, and even your cruiser riders, as well as your commuters. An everyday use helmet here. Let's dig a little bit deeper. This helmet does have some really great mid-range performance at an entry-level price. It comes standard with a DOT and ECE rating, and guess what? Sedici's also offering a Primo version that comes stock with a SNELL rating. I want to start with the outside of the lid. So right away, let's talk about its fiberglass and Kevlar composite shell. This is a proprietary mixture that Cycle Gear and RevZilla have the exclusivity for. And what I mainly want to talk about is its Kevlar patch. I don't feel it covers enough of the lid. You'll notice that we have some sharp, jagged points here to that Kevlar patch as it comes along back. It doesn't really cover our forehead very much at all, which is a very high point of impact. In addition to the Kevlar reinforcement at the crown, they've also included some at the chin. Sticking with the outside of the lid, let's talk a little bit about its ventilation. You have a very standard tri-vent package. You've got a dual position crown vent at the top. You have a single position chin vent. Very standard, provides enough airflow. And of course, Sedici did provide us with a city switch there in case we end up in a fog scenario. Now, I do want to talk about the face shield. It is really robust. I have about 30 hours in this helmet and I haven't noticed any refraction at all. Now take a look at this. Sedici also includes a pin lock ready option for us. So this is also going to go standard into their iridium and mirrored smoke accessory shields that you can buy as an additional purchase, which makes having a no fog situation very easy and cheap to get into. Now, the Sedici Strada 2 does come stock with a drop-down internal sun visor switch. It's right here. There's your sun visor. It is of the dark smoke tint, so it's a little heavy. If you do have a mirrored or an iridium or light smoke shield, you'll notice when you have both of them engaged, it's very dark. So make sure you're making the proper, safe decisions when purchasing a shield. Now, one thing I wish Sedici did include with the visor and face shield package was the addition of more than just full open or full closed. We do not have any comfortability indentations or anything in here, so be aware of that when going forward and making your purchase. All right, folks, I'm gonna flip this over. Let's take a look at the inside. First and foremost, you'll notice that this entry hole is a lot smaller than my big head, and that's by design. So make sure when you're putting this helmet on, you're grabbing these helmet straps and you're giving it a firm tug apart. That's gonna ensure that your ears can slip in there nice and comfortably. Now, keep it in with the inside of the helmet. They do include a dual density foam in the cheek pads, and they are nice and contoured. Let me take this out and I'll show you real quick. This is going to ensure that we have a really nice, comfortable fit, and the contoured shape that we have of this cheek pad is gonna allow a really nice seal with our neck to stop all that excess air and to button up a lot of road noise. So I like that coming from Sedici. Moving back on the inside of the helmet, I want to take this out real quick. And again, these guys are easy to come on out. Look at how easy that was. Sedici did something that I was really surprised by that not a lot of helmet manufacturers are doing. The only other one I see doing at this point in time are handmade Arise. But check this out, they've included 5 millimeters of peelable foam right at the temples and the crown for your comfort. Not always needed, but in this case, nice to have. Flipping the helmet back on over, you'll notice that the EPS foam is painted black, and that's for your safety. You need to make sure that you're always doing a semi-annual, biannual inside inspection on your helmet to make sure you don't see any obvious white lightning bolts. That is why they paint the inside of your helmet black. Now on the inside of the Sedici Strada 2, you'll notice it has dual density foam. Here's one thing that I'm a little concerned about. Your softest density foam, which handles low speed impacts, is this small 5-inch by maybe 4-inch square cutout at the immediate crown of the helmet. Now, the rest of the foam on the helmet here is of a harder density, handling higher speed impacts, which can't always be great and can sometimes be a little detrimental at low speed impacts. Now, on the inside of the EPS liner, you'll know that the Sedici Strada 2 does come stock with very large Bluetooth speaker cups that are going to accommodate 45mm audio drivers, which you'll find in a Pack Talk Black Cycle Gear exclusive. So it even has the ability for future generations of Bluetooth devices with larger ear drivers. Folks, now sticking with the cheek pads, they did include reflective material on them for us at the back of the head, which is really nice, but I would like to have seen Sedici 2 include some emergency release tabs for the EMTs. Always a great and safe addition for a helmet manufacturer. Now, to answer everyone's question, how does this helmet perform? I'm gonna tell you. Again, I have about 30 hours in this lid. Number one, you're going to need it. The cheek pads are so tight, it's kind of by design, but you're going to need to put those riding hours in this lid before it's gonna start to really remember your head and face. Keeping alongside with that tightness of those cheek pads really does button up that excess wind noise and even a little bit of a colder creep in the cooler months. Next, because this helmet is so tight, now believe me, I've taken her there at around that 130-mile-an-hour mark, you do tend to see some buffeting. Beneath that, it's on rails, highway speeds, you're able to check your peripherals real nice as that airflow, again with that really aerodynamically tuned shell, just goes ahead and sweeps right on over those curves. Because of its ability to kind of cut down on wind noise, if you have a Bluetooth unit installed, that's gonna be great for you. You're gonna be able to pick up on those crispy highs and those deep, dirty lows. Now this is a huge improvement over the Strada 1 series. If y'all remember right, it had this massive metal puck on the side that would always get lost by riders, and you're right back in store making another purchase. Never a good thing. Now, there's a lot of things Sedici did right with this helmet, which I really like to see. At a $219.99 price point for solid colors, the fact that we're in fiber and away from polycarbonate or thermoplastic is fantastic. And with the addition of the Kevlar patch, it shows that they're trying. There's some things that I wish they could have done a little bit better. If they could have put the internal sun visor actuation switch up alongside the ear, that would make mounting a Bluetooth comm accessory so much of a breeze. Unfortunately, you do have to mount it a little further rear than we would like. And folks, overall, this is definitely a Notti Go with its fantastic features like fiberglass at an entry-level price. You've got Bluetooth capability. You've got the ability to customize your shield with smokes or iridiums, drop down internal sun visor. If you're a track warrior, now you've got a SNELL variant. All of this at that entry-level price definitely, again, makes this a Notti Go. All right, guys, if you're interested in learning more, take a look at the link down below, and we thank you for stopping on by. This has been NottiMoto. Y'all ride safe.
All right, and in 3, 2, 1.
All right, guys, beginner.
Okay.
Now, this helmet does have great mid, oh my God. Let's take a little, I didn't realize how hard this was gonna be.
Yeah, you're really sweaty.
Yeah, I'm a sweaty dude. Thank you so much for stopping on by. This is NottiMoto. Y'all stay, oh my God.